Hello, good afternoon. Welcome to today's free webinar, a 101 guide to equities trading on the Lightspeed Trader platform. Today is Wednesday, May 12th, 2021. My name is Rob Libson. I'm the VP of Business Development and Sales at Lightspeed. We are happy to present various topics for you on our software offerings, helping you get some education and training on the program itself to provide you with the tools and services that one needs for your trading business. We do think your trading is a business and the right tools and partnerships are needed for a successful business. That's what we try to provide professional traders, the professional tools needed to perform with the ever-changing markets. Before we get going, of course, we just have our brief disclosure, so bear with me here. This presentation is for informational purposes only. Nothing presented today should be construed as investment advice or recommendation to buy, sell, or hold any security or contract. Since we don't know everyone's investment objectives or risk tolerance, we're not endorsing any specific trading strategies. Security, derivative, futures trading involves a substantial risk of loss is not suitable for all investors. Each investor must consider whether this is a suitable investment, since you may lose all or more than your initial investment. Past performance is not indicative of future results. Lightspeed Financial Services Group, LLC, not affiliated with these third-party market commentators, educational service providers on our website or our webinar page. Data, information, and material, this content is provided for educational and informational purposes only. This content neither is nor should be construed as an offer, solicitation, or recommendation to buy or sell any securities or contracts. Any investment decisions made by the user through the use of such content is solely based on the user's independent analysis, taking into consideration financial circumstances, investment objectives, and risk tolerance. Lightspeed Financial Services Group does not endorse, offer, nor recommend any of the services or commentary provided by any of the market commentators, educators, or service providers. Any information used to execute any trading strategies are solely based on the independent analysis of the user. Thank you. For more information on a demo or open an account with Lightspeed, please contact us. You can go to sales@lightspeed.com, or you can contact the sales rep by calling the Lightspeed number. Extension 3 is the sales rep. You can email us here if you're looking to have a direct training session, personal training session. We're happy to do so as well, and always answer questions and help you with the settings. So thank you very much here. Just note on our website, you can try a demo for the platform. Top right-hand corner, try a demo. You can put in your name and email and hit submit. You'll get a demo right away. You can install, log in, hit test orders and test versions, test your positions and settings, and save that layout file to your live account. Our resources page, live webinars. This is where you'd sign up for any future webinars and also to look at any recent webinars you may have missed. So if you are looking to view a recording, it will be stored here within by next week. Okay, great. Okay, I have attached my Lightspeed Trader software. Just want to make sure, can everyone see that okay? Make sure everyone's still with me here. Please type yes if you can. Great. Okay, so this is one layout here that we've created. It's one of the standard layouts. We do offer some predefined layouts if you ever need to go back to a basic version. These are based on monitor size. So we have a 1020, a 1366, and 1920. These will all include some different windows, maybe 1 or 2 level 2 windows and some options. They all have some different amount of windows available. Your layout is very easy to be customized. The program offers all free-floating independent windows. So every single window can be moved to another monitor, can be resized. You can link windows, you can add additional windows and really customize and highlight which functionality you're looking for. If I am looking for multiple level 2 windows, everything is accessed through the new menu on the top left. A new level 2, a new chart, a new watch list. Everything would be done right through the new menu on the main index bar. So that's where you can go and you can highlight and move these windows and resize and change any of the settings, the background settings, the fonts. The main settings window can either be accessed through the utilities configuration settings, or you can go to the gear of any particular window. The gear will bring you to that relevant window for those boxes. So if I click on the level 2, I get the market maker box. I click on the chart, I get a chart settings window. But this is a master setting box. Each tab can be accessed regardless of what gear you press. So if I want to go through to my hotkeys, or if I want to go through custom orders, or go through my various trading settings, it's all accessible through any gear. It's that when you press the gear, it brings you to the most relevant window here as well. I can also go through different pages. A page is a way to have a layout connected with multiple pages connected to one layout. So I can click on a page for options without having to load a new layout. I can click on a page for my social analysis without having to load up a new actual layout. So it's a way to quickly flip between completely new pages within one layout and not have to load a new file. So we have an outline here on our webinar that we will go through here. We're going to try to follow this a little bit here. We're going to go through the index bar, the order entry, the orders, messages, the market makers, the hot buttons, hotkeys, and scanners. That should take up a lot of the time here, and then we'll take some questions as we go and try to show you here. So the index bar is going to show you some of your basic information. You have your buying power number, you have your equity balance, and you can also have your number of orders, your number of shares, your index, your P&L, and your other components. So if I click on the gear, this will bring me to the box, but I right click, I go to settings. This is where I can go to my index bar and change the fields that are available. If I want to have a highlighted custom symbol, I can do that. So let's just say I want to check out one particular symbol in general. Facebook, I always want to see it on top. I can add that to my top bar. So I can modify these. You can see if I place orders, it's going to show in my positions window. My buying power will be adjusted. So the main index bar gives you a nice summary of what's going on for the software. So then we're going to go through the basic order entry. So some of these windows you can see, I have my level 2, I have my chart, and then I have my order entry, my orders window, and then the positions window. These are some of the standard windows that you're going to use to give you your basic functionality. Order entry can be very simple. You can just use the order entry form, change your order type, limit, market, stop, stop limit, change the amount of shares, change the price, and change your order route. By simply hitting the buy or sell button, those orders can go through. You can see that order went through immediately. As a limit, I put in an order to buy 27.50, and I actually got filled at 27.45. This is a demo, so it is simulated, but you can see it also displays my messages window. So you're always going to get a message on every order placed, whether it's accepted, rejected, or pending. You can see, and then my status on the order changed. So you can see this changed to green, 100 out of 100 filled. I have my execution and order price, and now I have a position in the positions window. If I wanted to place an order to sell, I can do so by adjusting, place that. You can see a white order is an open order. It's 0 out of 100 in the quantity section. You can see the order was accepted on my messages window, but there's no secondary status like opening or closing. So this is still a pending order. I can right click on this order to cancel or modify or change it. If I click on the X, that will cancel it as well. Status turns to red, that indicates a canceled order. I also get the message in my messages window, you are out. So that indicates the cancel came back. That's a cancel confirmation indicator, you are out. That doesn't mean the position was closed. You can see the position is still open here on my positions window. If I do want to close it, I just can hit the sell. I immediately close it, and you can see that grays out. If there was any P&L changes, that would go as well. Maybe we can do something that is trading a little bit more in after hours to show some P&L discrepancy here. So if I wanted to buy Apple, I'll buy it at the offer. You can see 146. Now, if it does happen to change throughout the time, you can see now my P&L will start to change as well. If I immediately want to sell to that bid, 100 shares. I put that in there and we can see now I have a realized loss, $4, intraday realized loss. That means that's the closing P&L. You can also see it on the top index bar as well. So you can see the P&L in your positions and on your top index bar for your profit and loss. There's a various set of orders here, so I can do a limit, I can do stop orders, you can create all these type of orders. So I have here, and then I can do a stop. You can see I can adjust that lower. Very easy to use your order entry form for this. Now, some people are asking what are the difference between the routes. The routes, give you some access to different liquidity, different route providers, different exchanges. The Lightspeed route is the smart route that's going to rotate and send it to various exchanges or route providers trying to get the best liquidity, best price available. When you do access the exchange routes or market makers, it could be held by different route providers. They could be filled in different avenues before they're sent to this exchange to display. And if they're not able to access the liquidity, get these fills. The exchange routes are designed to be very fast. They're going to go to this route as the end destination if they're not able to get filled. Pre and post market will have to use the exchange routes. A lot of that depends on the symbols you're trading, the order types, the order size, how that symbol trades, where there's liquidity. So you can see there's a bid on ARCA, 300 shares. Maybe if there's no other bids for a long time or a lot of price, maybe I do want to sell to that ARCA because that's going to have the most shares available. So sometimes it depends on the liquidity of which exchanges are representing the best price and most shares. Now you can also see I have a chart here associated with the symbol, and I have my orders and my positions enabled. You can see here 100, this green dotted line is my position, the red line is my stop order. I can click and drag and modify my stop order as well. So that's a nice feature that's enabled through the trading menu on the chart. I can show active orders, show positions as well. I can also flip between the time frames very easily. So if I want to see a 1 minute or 5 minute chart, I have all these time frames here. If I want to add studies, I right click, I go to studies. I can add moving average, I can add VWAP, I can add MACD. I just have to click on the study, click add, and that applies the study very quickly. Chart parameters will allow me to have different time frames. Let's say I wanted to have a 60-minute chart. I would label it and add it, and now I have another tab on the bottom to go through a different time frame very quickly. There's also a toolbar function on the top where I can save various shortcuts so I don't have to go into my full menu. So you can see there are some segment lines, solid lines, dotted lines available. So I can easily draw some of my own trend lines without having to go into a main menu. And I can configure this toolbar in the tools section. I could add any of these features to my shortcut. So if I want to have a horizontal line, I click add, and now I have a new shortcut on my toolbar to be able to add an additional line here as well. So, the charts can be set up in a lot of ways. They have all the functionality and all the basic settings you're looking for, studies available, and you can build as many as you want and either link them to various level 2 windows, or you can unlink them to have standalone charts for different symbols and level 2 windows as well. So linking is a big question we always get. You can link to a level 2 window. So if I open up a second level 2, and then I open up a second chart, I'll show you how to link those together. So I would put in a different symbol on my quote window, and then I'm gonna right click I'm going to right click on my SPY chart and go to link and make sure I'm selecting SPY level 2. So now whenever I change this box, only the bottom chart changes. Same thing with the Apple chart. I click on the Apple chart. I'm going to link it to the Apple level 2. So now I have two groupings. I have the group 1 and group 2. They'll only update when the level 2. So everything funnels through the level 2 window. So the linking is very easy, except you just have to know where to click. If I click in the middle of the chart, I get a different menu than if I click on the top banner border. So I just have to make sure I click on that. Now, if I want to click and go to unlink, that's going to be a separate standalone chart. Let's just say I wanted to look at the index chart on its own, and that's going to be a separate chart. I'm never going to change it. I'm just going to have that. I'm going to right click, go to link, and make sure that's an unlinked chart. So that's never going to change. I have another chart here. Let's just say I want this one linked to focus. So whatever level 2 window I have in my focus is the yellow banner border. That's going to be the symbol that updates with the chart. So I click on Facebook, that updates. So I click on diamond, that will update. So that's how it also works with the hot buttons and hotkeys. Whatever's your active window, that's going to be the symbol that your hotkeys and hot buttons are dictated to. Going back to orders, if I go into my trading tab, that's going to give me some different parameters. I can choose to have confirmations if I want to view an order summary before I place it. I can choose to have warnings if I enter a size that's too great away from the market, or if order size is too high. So I can set a limit at 500,000 shares, or a position size 1,000, 2,000 shares. So let's say I have a warning here, 500 shares. I'm going to say warn. I'm going to take away my confirm. So essentially here, I have 400 shares. It places that order right away. Let's say I now do 600 shares. It's going to tell me, oh, you have a warning, you have a limit of 500 shares. So it's going to tell me I'm exceeding my limits that I place. So the system will let you put your own safeguards in place so you can protect yourself from making these type of mistakes, the fat finger type of risk limit. So I have to double check to make sure I do want to enter an order for 600 shares because I set my own parameters at 500. Otherwise, I can just have a confirmation on all orders. So anytime I place any type of order itself, I can get a confirmation buying 100 DIA at a limit with a buying power requirement. So that's going to tell me all the details of the order before it's placed. I hit yes, that order goes through. I want to cancel all, I can do so. So there's a lot of different ways to cancel orders, enter orders, and close positions also. If I want to close positions, I can right click to close out all. This is a market order, so it's only available during market hours to close out. Otherwise, I can use my order entry form, or I can customize orders for hotkeys and hot buttons. So this is a demo, so it's going to take market orders as well. So we can just show you how some of these buttons work. So we can see I can adjust my order entry form to 300 shares as a limit. If I hit my buy 100, that's going to generate an order for buying 100 as a market. It's going to bypass the order entry, and it's going to allow you to place an order based on the parameters of the hot button. So right away I can hit buy. If I'm also looking to close out, I can sell here. So you can have one click touch. I don't need those confirmations. And then you're able to place these orders very quickly. We have by 1,000, we have by limit orders. You can set any quantity, any combination of limit, market, stop orders based on a lot of different parameters. So I'm going to go through the custom orders as well. Then we also have our predefined orders. We have closeout orders. We have stop orders that you can build, close out all, close out half. So let's just say this knows I have 200 shares of DIA. I hit my sell market closeout. It's going to sell the full 200 shares. So someone wants to see here if I have a warning of size is too large, 500 shares. Warn, we'll say warn at 500. But now I have an order to close out, sell market closeout. It's still going to give me a confirmation because that's the parameters I set. So even though I'm selling 1,000 shares, I have my size warning in place. So it's still going to confirm it. So you have to be aware that it's going to be an extra step if you have any of these type of limits in place. So if I go into my hot button settings, you can see we have all these predefined orders, tier size orders, closeouts, close out entire position, size orders. I could increase or decrease open orders, cancel, replace orders, close out all, long, short, half, quarter, 3/4 orders. And then I have my custom commands. There's cancel order keys, cancel first order, last order, all orders, all for one symbol, only, all for the underlier. A lot of combinations that we've already had, changing your tier size, changing your order entry form. All these are predefined that can be set as buttons or keys. So there's a lot of ways to customize the system to make it very effective and efficient for you. I know it seems like a lot, and I know I'm going fast. I'm just trying to show you as much as I can within the time frame. People, if you have individual questions, if you are looking for a training session, reach out to us. We'll help you. We'll help you create some of these custom orders that you're looking for. We'll show you how to test them on a demo and make sure that you're doing what you're looking for them to do, so you can be as quick as possible. You know, right now, if you get rid of any of your warnings and your confirmations, you can see how fast this platform really can operate with your mouse or your keyboard. So I have Apple. I want to close it. I just diamond. I close it. Sorry. And if I want the Apple, I can close it. I want to get back in. I'm buying 1,000. Buy another 1,000. If I want to sell, close out half. I can close out half. Half again. So look how quick I can get in and get out. These are market orders. There's a lot of ways to set up limit orders as well. If I wanted to populate with a stop order, I can do that. So you can interact with the order entry or you can bypass the order entry as well. But one of the great features, so you can, like I said, you can set any of these as well to the keyboard. So if I have my closeout orders, I can do that, sell closeout full, shift 2 and map it. So once again, Apple, I have 500 shares, I hit shift 2, that closes out the full 500 shares. So whatever's faster for you, the keys or the hot buttons, it's going to allow you to be very efficient. I don't have to spend time adjusting my order entry to 100 to 500. I don't have to adjust to limit or market. I have everything predefined and set. So it saves a lot of valuable time and steps to allow you to just enter and exit orders. So if I'm long 1,000 shares now, I'd have to now either set a limit price or change this to market, and I'd have to go and change this to 1,000 shares. But instead, I can just do my closeout order and I can close that out immediately. Go into my custom orders tab. This is where you can create your own parameters for your orders. If I go create new command, it brings me to an order form. And it's very easy to start to build your own commands here. Buy or sell. I'm going to choose limit. I can have stop orders. I can choose my market destinations. I can buy in the bid. I can buy in the ask. I can buy as a market order. If I'm selling, I could sell based on an average price. I can sell based on a price percentage or cost basis for historical price. I can have offset amounts and through amounts. So I can be a little more aggressive. I can buy 5 cents above the ask. I can enter based on total percentage of buying power or quantities or tiers. So let's just say I wanted this to be 500 shares. I can do that. If I have a closeout order, I can close out based on full, quarter, 3/4 positions, or I can make this simply a buy 500. So all I have to do is label it buy 500, ask 05. I could either map this directly to a key or not. So if I wanted to go here, shift 4 and map, I can do that. So once again, we're on Apple, shift 4, it immediately places this order, 500 shares, and we can see it was for here. We can see it was at 122.45 because the offer, the ask was at 40 cents. It went in 5 cents above that. So you can certainly customize and set your limits and your more aggressive limits if you don't want to do market orders, which is very good for pre-market as well, and just a lot of combinations. I can go back and set up various stop orders here. You can see I have a sell stop for 25 cents, sell stop position price, that's my average, and 25 cents, then I'm closing out my full position. So it's as simple as just going through the parameters one by one. Sell, my instruction is to stop order. I'm going off my average price, 25 cents, and I want to close out my full position. So we can see this order is set as a key, sell stop, 25 cents. So I have a position, 122.40. I hit my shift 1, my stop order just went in 122.15, 25 cents below my average price. So you can easily get in and get out and put your risk limits in place right away. And it's a great way to be very efficient. So we can change this again here. We'll go to Facebook. Shift 4, I'm in. Shift 1, stop order set. So I was able to get in and put my stop in 1 second. So even though we don't have the linked orders and the bracket orders that everyone is looking for, this type of program, you can place these orders very quickly right away. Now let's just say I'm profitable. See, on Facebook, I am profitable. I'm going to cancel this stop. I'm going to now do my stop break even instead. So we can see my break even is going to increase my target. So let's shift 3 is my break even. So we can see I do shift 3. Looks like that did trigger, but the stop went in at 302, which was the last price. So it went in, but here we can see it on, if I put on my confirmations, we can see how it looks a little bit here. So buy 100 market, buying 100. Now my price is 302. Now if I do my shift 2, it's going to sell stop at a, sorry, it was shift 3, sell 100 at 302. So it's going to put in the stop at the exact price here. Good question. Rod asked, if I do have a stop, can I then sell as well? Absolutely. So I have a stop below. So let's just say now it's going to hit my target. I can sell at any time. So I can just sell at the market. If I want to place a new limit order higher as a target, I can do so. So I can also have both out there at the same time. So you see I have both a sell stop and a sell target. If I want to just sell 200 shares at the current price, you can see my stop even adjusts. So now my stop adjusted from 500 to 300 according to my position. So I'm able to do that. The system will reduce your open stop order or cancel it. If I just close this position, let's say I hit sell market close out full, it canceled both my open sell orders. So it knows that I don't want to go short with those orders. So it closed the position and it canceled the open orders. So it's all connected on that system. Okay, going back to some of the outline. maybe I spent a little time in the custom orders there and the hotkeys, but you get a really good idea of what's possible. A lot of combinations, a lot of ways to set them up as buttons and as keys, and it's great to be able to be very efficient. Once you get used to that, you're not going to use your order entry anymore. It's great to have as a backup, but once I have these keys and I have my buttons set up, that's how you're entering and exit orders. So a couple other items we like to highlight here. We have our risers and fallers. Gives you a good idea what's trading on the day, what's up or down, and you can easily click and see that. We have our light scan, which is our filter, which will be able to sort either by volume, you can sort by change, you can sort by percent change, and really gives you a good idea what's moving up and down in a day, what's trading the most, and what may give you an idea of what you're looking to take a look at for some trade ideas as well. So you can add different data categories. I go into my columns, I can change, I can put in percentage gap, I can put in 30-day average volume versus the volume here today. So there's a lot of ways to place different categories and then sort by these as well. You can filter by different price ranges as well. So the light scan is a free feature, part of the program. There's no additional cost for the light scan filter. It's part of your standard news, standard data, or your level 2 data. Whatever data you have, this is part of the program. So this is a really nice way to be able to scan and filter. I can filter if I only want to see stocks between $5 and $10 maybe. I can do that. So I'm going to exclude, it's a little bit different, but I'm going to exclude between 0 and 4.99. Then I'm going to exclude between, so now I have all stocks between $5 and $10. So you can set up different scans for different price ranges. So if I want to now take a look what's up the most on the day between here, that price range, we can see LHDX was up the most on a percentage or on a net change net change here, and we can see that that was very active today, this stock. I'm sure a lot of people take a look at that, but that's how you can filter for the type of stocks you're looking for very quickly. And then you can build your watch list in the same manner. You'd enter your own symbols in your watch list. So let's just say I have UIES, LHDX. I can put those on my watch list. I can sort by any of these data categories, percentage change, and I can add different data categories here as well. Volume change, I can add information I've had positions, I can add percentage change from the open, gaps, all these data categories you can here as well. So gap percentage here. So you can either view them on a watch list for your own symbols or scan the full market as well. So some really nice tools there. We have the news window you can view as well. It's going to give you headlines. You can either view any headline related to that symbol, which this is set up now. So anything that contains LHDX you have, and say it halted on a circuit breaker, or you can see why is it up so much. You know, we can see the first news came out here at 6:02. Self-test now available. So that's what caused a little bit of a spike here. And then you can also just say show all news. So that's going to be all the most recent headlines throughout the day. So you can either, and you can have more than one box. So I can have one box just for the symbols I'm viewing, one box for the all news coming out. Same thing. So if I click on AUTL, the first news came out at 9 o'clock, and that came out some positive data here. So great way to find out why things are moving and having these things. The news is part of our standard data package. If you're on our level 2 package, the news would be an additional cost. So it depends on what data you're signed up for. This would be our standard data right here. There's one quote from every exchange. Our level 2 data would give you the ability to view additional level 2's data, which would give me additional quotes from each exchange. So I can just show you the difference. This is let me just show you the difference here. I'm bringing up, this is a live account here. You can see LHDX here, and we'll see LHDX. Now, right now, they're set at the same level. Now, if I'm subscribed to my level 2 data, I have the ability to increase the number of quotes for each exchange that we offer. So if I want to see all the quote levels, I hit that. Now we can see if there's any depth here or if there's any buyers. So I can see, look, there's buyers at 21 and 20 on ARCA that I wouldn't have seen on my standard package. So it really shows you what is available on the indications of interest, any orders that are out there. So if you're big into the level 2 data, you like to see all these orders, big buyers or sellers, then you may want to subscribe to the level 2 data. So you can see the difference that we offer in our subscription levels. Left side is our base package. Right side is the ability to have the level 2 data and view more information. So it depends on if you're a level 2 trader or just a chart trader, time and sales trader. We have the different offerings there as well. Another great feature is our short locate feature. You can see the level 2 will offer you different indications. We can see there's a 50% requirement here on the top. That means that you can use 2 times your buying power for that symbol. A standard stock would be like Facebook here, you can see 25%. That's showing the margin requirement where you can have 4 times. So we'll show you what the requirement is. We'll also show you the easy to borrow status. Facebook green E, that means easy to borrow. LHDX, locate is required. It's not an easy to borrow security, but we do have the ability to have an automated short tool, locate. So if I wanted to borrow shares, I can pay for it if I really wanted to. This is 3 cents per share. So if I accept that, I can now short 100 shares, but I would be paying the $3. You just have to determine if it's, cost effective for you. This had a range of, 2.5, almost $3 today. So maybe it would have been worse paying the 3 cents to get, some shorts available. So we do give you a nice access to hard to borrow securities. We do have a large easy to borrow list. A lot of stocks are available. They vary daily, but the ability to have this automated short tool to pay for these shares is a really nice feature. It's automated. It's extremely fast. As soon as I hit yes, I can hit sell short and get in there. So that's just another tool that we have. If you have a live account, you just have to request it from us to get it added in. It's not just part of the thing, but there's no cost to have the feature. If I don't want to pay it, all I have to do is hit cancel and I don't pay it. Someone just had a quick question on the watch list. You can sort different symbols here. All you have to do is go here, go to divider and add it. And you can add different dividers and you can even label them. So we can say watch, and I can then divide my divider and add it. Okay, so we can see I can split and sort by different categories here and split them here as well. So you can certainly split up your watch list into different categories. So even though you're sorting, they're only going to sort by the dividers themselves. The difference in the level 2 data plans, the base package is $13 per month. The level 2 is variable based on which exchanges you are looking for. So maybe we can just show that quickly. I'll go to the website here under pricing and market data. You can see our base package is $13, all equities and streaming news. If I want level 2, ARCA book 13, NYSE 18, NASDAQ 18. So it depends on which ones you want. If you want everything, then you'd have to subscribe to each individual feed here. So it does depend on which ones you're looking for. This program doesn't have custom scripts. Whatever is available in the studies is what would be available. So as far as the charting, we offer all the standard studies, but there's no custom scripts available to load in there. While we're here, we can also go over here just to be aware the Lightspeed Trader software. It has a monthly cost. It's $130 per month. We do waive this fee based on your monthly activity. If you reach $130 in commissions, then that fee is fully waived. It's partially prorated and reduced by any amount. We go into our commissions section. We offer two different rates. One would be our per share, which would be 0.0045 per share with $1 minimum, or you can be on a per trade rate at $4.50 per trade. Options are at 60 cents per contract. So you have the ability to select between per share, per trade. The other aspect for the fee would be the routing. We have all these various routes, the Lightspeed Smart Route, exchange routes, dark pool routes, strategy routes, market makers, and they have a cost structure involved on a per share basis. And then you can also qualify for add liquidity rebates through certain exchanges if your orders qualify. So you have to be aware of the routing fees, which routes you're using and their cost, but you do have some benefits in how they treat your orders. And we have documentation for certain advanced routes as well. Circling back to commission, each buy or sell is a separate trade. Each buy or sell will be applied with a separate commission. When someone says a round trip trade, that's just common terminology, but the official definition of a trade is any single buy or sell order that's executed. So you have to be aware a round trip is two trades and two commissions. So just keep that in mind when you're factoring your costs and your break even for your trades. If you are looking to open an account on the US side, you can simply click on the open account button and go through the online application, select your trading platform, you're selecting your account type, individual, joint, LLC. Individual joint will be, or IRA will be pretty quick. The LLC or corporate would take a little bit longer for compliance review. If you have any promos, you'd put them in there. If you've spoken to a rep or they've assisted you, please give them some credit. They'll be assigned to you. They'll help you with the process as well. If we've spoken in the past or you'd like to have me assigned to you, if you're looking to open a new account, feel free to tag me on the application. Or if you've spoken to any of our other reps, please make sure to include them as well. International applicants, we do have a little bit of a longer process, unfortunately. It is a paper application, a PDF document that you have to complete and send back to us. Our time frame has sped up quite a bit. It may be a couple weeks, but it's definitely increasing in speed. So certainly you would go through, fill out the application and email that back to us for review and we'll reach out to you. So someone just had asked that, Kenneth, please, take a look at the application, contact us for some questions on here, and then get back to us with the application. We'll try to get that through for you. We are moving at a much faster basis now. We've added some additional staff, and we're all up to speed here, getting some faster ones. Our current promotion, thank you, very good question here. We do have a new account promotion for new customers. It will give you a cash back credit up to 50% of your commissions up to $10,000. So whatever amount of commissions you generate for the first 3 months, you will receive a credit back for half of the commissions generated. So promo code is 10K 2021. Just have to be aware you have to maintain a balance of 25,000 for the full promotional period. The account has to remain open and above 25,000. So, but you'll get a cash credit back that you could immediately withdraw or use for trading after that. So if you do $2,000 worth of commissions, you'll get a cash credit back for $1,000 after that 3 months. If you want to change your commission structure, if you want to add any of the features, if you want to add the data, you want to add the market data, you just have to email service@lightspeed.com with your account number and the request. So just keep that in mind. Just send us a quick email, service@lightspeed.com, and we'd allow you to make any changes. Just go to the website as well. We have our FRQ. So we have frequently asked questions based on the software, on billing, on margin. So take a look at our resources as well. We also have different tutorials here, Lightspeed Trader tutorials, fast, quick ways to set up custom orders, how to link orders, and different resources here as well. We do accept international corporate or individual accounts. We just need the proper documentation. So either one would be available there as well. Okay. Now, also, just like I said, email sales@lightspeed.com. If you are looking for a personal training session, we're happy to do so. And we can have you get access to our calendar so you can sign up for that. In regards to the commission, someone's also asking about our active tiers. You can qualify for our active trader tiers if your monthly volume reaches our thresholds. This needs to be requested on demand. So Tom, once you reach 250,000 shares in a month, you need to request it, and you'll then be reduced down to our next tier, which would be 0035. You reach the million shares, you'll be set to 0025, and you'd start the next month at that rate as well. You don't go back to the beginning each month. It's not a tiered structure. It is by request because we don't automatically increase your shares in case you don't reach that volume level the next month. Now, certainly we do say we can, all rates are subject to ongoing review if you don't meet the threshold. So within a few months, if you're not meeting the required thresholds, we can always review to increase it, but we're not going to do it automatically the next month over. So you just have to ask us to review to qualify for the active commission rates. If you have questions, please feel free to email sales@lightspeed.com or call our general number, and extension 3 is the sales line. You'll get a rep, they'll go over everything and then help you out. But certainly look at our resources, look at the live webinars, look at our trading tutorials, our trading basics, our FAQs. There's a lot of material out here. We also have a manual, a help manual, where you can access all questions on the software, how to add components, chart guides, hot button information. All this would be available here. If you have a live account, you can always request a demo to test as well, or you can use the test symbol. NASDAQ test stock ZVZZT is a simulation symbol. You can place orders on here. There's no true P&L implications. There's no commissions or fees. It's a way to test orders here. If you have a margin account, if you buy and sell a position, the buying power is returned immediately. You can see here my buying power. This would be the same as a live account. I buy 100 shares. My buying power, we'll go to the live symbol, buy 100 shares. You can see my buying power here, remaining buying power has been reduced. I close my all positions, buying power is returned. That's how it would be in the live account on the margin account. As soon as you close positions, your buying power is reinstated. We do reduce if you take losses, so you have to be aware that your buying power will adjust in real time if losses occur. So once again, keep an eye out for the promo. I send you this link if you want to have everyone here. If once again, just contact us and go through the demo, test it out. That's what it's here. Learn the software, learn the system, learn how to be more efficient with your orders, custom orders, your settings. There's a lot I didn't cover, unfortunately. We have other things. We have our block trades. We have a full option capability. I didn't even go into that. I'm sorry about that, but we have the option chain, the option level 2. So I can populate my option level 2. I can easily place an order, same way, by limit, by order. You can see shows just the same in my thing, one contract there. I have a complex option here as well. I can do a spread, debit or credit. So when I have a risk graph, I can place it, buying one, selling one. Yes, sir. Getting that in there. I can do covered calls. So I can buy the stock, sell the call all in one motion there. And it's going to pair it off. So, single legs, multi-legs, you can do custom orders, you can do hotkeys for options as well. So they're full functionality for the software. And, just the feedback we have is it's a very fast platform. We don't compare it to others, but people have come back to us. They say the data is coming through very fast. All the orders are going in and out very quickly. You're getting your messaging back and forth very quick, and the order execution is very fast as well. That's what we try to provide. Just a very fast, stable system allows you to be confident that you're gonna, have the system do what you're looking for it to do. Yep, someone asked about the charts pre-market. Has to be a daily chart. I just have to go to my chart parameters. Instead of choosing market only, I just simply have to change the time frame, either from 8 a.m. to 6 p.m. or all. I go to all, that shows all time frames. You can see now 5/17/21. You can view the pre-market data, post-market data. So very easy to change that through the chart parameters. Okay, guys, that pretty much covers the basics of the platform. I'm sure you probably have a lot more questions. Please feel free to contact us. Let me know how we can help and go through any of the other settings, a walkthrough, and get your account up and running and get you trading with Lightspeed. Yeah, as a reference, we start pre-market at 4 a.m. and it runs through 8 p.m. So it's the full pre-market ARCA session starting at 4 a.m. Eastern, which is a great offering as well. So guys, thank you for joining us. This will be recorded and posted to the website, but just reach out with additional questions. I may have missed some of you guys. I tried to answer most that I saw, and let us know how we can help and, discuss the account setup, the account cost, and we'd be happy to do whatever we can for you guys. So thank you very much. We appreciate it and hope to hear from you. Have a great night.